Here we have a replay that's not from a subscriber. This is one of my own matches. It's one of these Bronze Bomber accounts, playing on casual mode with cheats on. No doubt banned many times before, this is a good one to capture as we'll get to see how long the account lasts before being banned. Those with sharp eyes might have already noticed something a little strange about this supposed fresh account. How is it possible that they've unlocked all those different skins without playing a single match before this one? Just look at them. They've got weapon skins. They are decked out with a bunch of them. Here's what I think. This account is the result of farming. It was likely created months or even years ago alongside hundreds or thousands of others. The name is made using a random generator. Krafton frequently have giveaways, especially in the Asia region. There's one on right now. These involve daily check-in events which can be automated by those that farm accounts. There's two areas where these can get exploited, one through the lobby and the other through a website. Here's the one that's running right now in the Asia and Russia regions. Just by logging in, checking in each day, you could farm a minimum of 700 G coin. The skins for the head, torso, and pants are all 100% due to these events in Asia. With the spare G coins, before they expire, you can also purchase skins that are on sale. This is how a day one cheater that has played 0 matches has all these skins. They've not spent a cent. Clearly, some that cheat do spend money in the store, but what I am showing you here is how skins can be farmed easily. And in most cases, a cheater in this game hasn't spent any money in the store to earn them. What's more, an account farmer doing this for 1,000 accounts will have a good chance to win higher amounts of G coins. They can then purchase higher priced skin sets and sell the account at a much higher price. What's my proof? There's a huge account selling market advertising such accounts. To do this at scale, you'd need to automate it. There's tools that can do this. In the match, I was aware there was another player in the area, and it was at this point I heard them sneaking around. I stopped moving and took up a defensive position near to the doorway behind some barrels and waited. No line of sight at all. I am 100% behind the barrel. There's no movement they could legitimately spot. At this point within the match, I strongly suspect that I am up against a wallhack. On review of the replay though, it was clear that they were aware someone could be in there. So this is not evidence of cheating, but it is simply the point in time where I adjusted how I played in the game. I've now fallen back amongst my random teammates. Notice that when I do, the Bronze Bomber immediately drops their caution and runs right up on the building I just left. What could they possibly be watching for, and why aren't they concerned about the warehouse any longer? Why are they so fixated at watching in this direction? That was a lucky coincidence, that the player just happened to emerge right where this guy was watching. Using a mutant on burst fire like that would be very unusual for a genuine account playing their first match. This channel exposes cheaters, but these soft examples just don't cut it. We need something more substantial. Don't worry, those are coming. This is a very experienced cheater, but they still make some big mistakes. My teammate that got killed disconnected from the match. There's no point in getting the chip. It looks like they are watching my team right through the shipping container. There's a good reason why it looks like this. It's because they are. This type of cheating behavior I don't rate, as it's too subjective. but I can assert what it is as I've seen the whole replay and know that they use wall hacks. I'm going for a very wide flank. There's no vehicles in the area, so I am moving to intercept where I think they'll have to move to. Eagle eyes, they spotted that downed enemy instantly. It looks like they are placing my teammate's chip here. Is there some significance to doing this, or is it just that they are hiding it there? Do you like seeing cheaters getting exposed like this with comprehensive breakdowns and analysis? If so, consider giving the video a like to help it trend on YouTube. And consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. You'll be alerted to new content when it's published. Wallhack, no reason to hold the corner of the shipping container that I am behind. I made no noise and there was never any line of sight. Out of all the places to randomly look, they just happened to pick the one place I was hiding at. No, sir, I don't like it. The teammate is floating in the air on the replay because they immediately disconnected from the game. I am now last man standing, and I'm playing defensively as I suspect correctly that this guy was cheating. He drops the other teammate's chip here as well. It perked my interest, so I tried it out on a custom match with a bot's chip. I was half expecting that it would be unreachable. It got me thinking, though, maybe you could put it in an unreachable place. Notice the gap between the shipping containers. That's a bit of a dirty trick. I wouldn't advise doing that to an actual player. A bit later in the match, Wallhack pre-aims before the bot is visible or heard. I double-checked the audio to make sure there was no audible sounds by the bot. And here it is, slowed down and louder. I get nothing here. A better headset doesn't make a difference if there was no sound being transmitted. A bit later on in the match, an enemy car is driving in the distance. They can't possibly hear it. Wallhack. What a coincidence. They snap-aimed right on a distant enemy, right through the hill. And a second time, this time slightly more off-target. But the scope pulls towards the enemy. There was some very, very distant gunfire in that direction, but here's what I think happened. They turned and saw the vehicle and then spotted that bot and thought maybe it was in front of the hillside. They quick scoped in to check it out and realized that it was on the other side of the hill. It was a wallhack error, not some random checking of a clearly barren hillside where nobody was standing. A legit player would see that area had no enemies. A wallhacker would see the enemy through the hill. This is why they scoped there. Now for the final phase of the match, the cheater has driven into the center of the next circle. They are surrounded by 5 bots and 2 human players, which includes myself. That's me rotating to get on the high ground of the next circle. Wallhack. Sure, they know there's an enemy there, but they are targeting them through the hill precisely. How's the follow-up aim? Strange, it's all the way down the hill now, right where the player moved to.
Boom! Headshot!
I blew it. My initial grenade fell a little short, so it didn't finish the other player. At least I didn't die to this cheater, although I had a bag of grenades to throw at him. The best anti-cheat is a well-cooked grenade, after all. I watched the player shooting at the cheat's perspective, and I can tell you that they were robbed. They were on target with many of those shots, and the bullets went through the cheater. The desync around the cheater must be bad. That was a golden opportunity to eliminate them. The cheater should have no idea where the enemy is on that ridgeline, but they pivot to ensure they keep line of sight on them. I'm not going to manually report this one, I am going to track how long it lasts though. They've completed 4 matches at the time of publishing, and haven't even been temp banned yet. How long do you think they'll last? Let me know in the comments what you think. How unlucky. The cheater took 3 grenade blasts and has 1 hit point left. Still, the cheater persists. They are in a bad situation.
Boom! Headshot!
Too bad. The cheater wins.